Reserve studies used to be a document that you received and pondered. Now with uPlanIt, creating or adjusting the reserve plan for your association becomes an easy, interactive process. Your numbers come alive as you tweak your expenses or funding plan, creating your own custom reserve plan that guides your association successfully into the future. No more frustration, no more wondering. It's your association. So take ownership of your reserve plan. Begin with your reserve study, and after a few minutes working with uPlanIt, you'll have made the custom adjustments so that it becomes your reserve plan. And it's all possible with uPlanIt. What we have here is, we call it uPlanIt, a great tool, and we've described it as a novel online reserve calculator. But what it really does, we feel, is eliminate the frustration or the wondering. It puts the power of your reserve planning decisions into your own hands, board member and manager, so you can see all those what if type issues. The bottom line is that we understand that it's your association. We stand next to you as your consultant, providing insights, findings, recommendations, answering questions, but you're the one that actually sets the budget. So uPlanIt puts the power into your hands to decide what kind of future you have at your association. Traditionally, we prepare the reserve study. It's full of our findings and our recommendations, and we've described our role as a guide to your future. And in the early years of our company, we prepared printed copies of reserve studies and sent them out in the mail. And back in those years, our copier machine worked hard and our postage bill was high. And it was kind of interesting to be able to hear in the office when it was a busy day, because the copier just kept going. It was kind of a noisy machine. And then we started either emailing them out as PDF files or posting them to our website, kind of how you look for your bank balance by logging into your bank's website. And Jackie, let me ask you, do you know when we prepared our first PDF reserve study?
I do
Have you
not,
heard that story?
actually.
It was September 11th, 2001.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was out of town at a large site inspection, and in the evening I was finishing up a report that I had planned and promised to send out the next day. But at that time, FedEx and UPS were both down.
Oh.
So I figured it was a good time to test this new tool that we'd been working with. And so I gave it a go. It worked exactly like we had tested. I emailed to the client, and we actually got it to them 2 days early. It was pretty slick. And as we can now say, we never looked back. And now we have uPlanIt. We see it as another generational step forward. In addition to the PDF, the document that you have, you now get an analysis tool you can interact with online right from our web portal, right next to where you see your completed reserve study. And we feel it's kind of like having someone recommend how to get to a destination, but you have the technology in your hands, like your navigation tool on your smartphone, to perhaps make some minor route changes along the way, go at your pace, start a little bit later, make a little side trip, that kind of stuff. It puts that kind of power into your hands. And in case we haven't made it clear, uPlanIt access is free with every completed reserve study. And you can get uPlanIt even if you aren't a current Association Reserve client by buying an annual subscription for $149 per budget season. And it's actually just one of many tools we have for you at Association Reserves. We have a deep resource of articles, videos, and ebooks on our website, all designed to help you have success with your reserve planning. And one new to point out is a book that we published earlier this year called Understanding Reserves. If you want something on your desk or on your bookcase to answer your reserve study questions, ready reference, this is it. You can order a copy straight from Amazon. And if you haven't seen any of our weekly YouTube content, search for Reserve Studies on YouTube and sign up for our channel to get the notifications of the weekly new videos. Give the video a like if you find it helpful. And of course, we have an ongoing series of live webinars where we provide tips and training for boards and managers on a variety of financial or leadership topics. So sign up for our email list by scrolling to the bottom of any page on our website, and you'll get notified of these upcoming webinars. At Association Reserves, we make the present less stressful and the future more secure. If you want to join us in this mission, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below on what you'd like to see us address in a future video. Let's plan for your best future.